Sarkozy has been wary of talking about an increase in the retirement age. There are many civil servants in this country who retire at the age of 55, and public sector workers like these are very quick to strike.
And with the bill not expected to come before Parliament until September, this could be a very noisy summer.
I'm 24 and I know that it's going to be really hard for me to get a job, and so I'll probably have to work a lot longer and I'll probably be paid a lot less.
Worst affected will be those about to enter the job market. Unemployment in France is hovering around 10%. Some don't find work until they're 25. But to receive a full pension, they'll need to work at least 41 years, well into their late 60s. There's no doubt France has enjoyed generous pension provision for years. On retirement, civil servants still receive 75% of their final salary for life. And President Sarkozy might well point to pension provision in other European countries. The UK's statutory retirement age is 65 years for men and 60 for women. The UK government is expected to detail plans for a rise soon. In Germany, both sexes retire at 65 years of age, but that too is soon to rise to 67. Spain plans to match Germany and bring the changes through at a quicker pace, while Greece recently raised its statutory age to 65 for women to match that of men, with the limit due for revision in a decade's time.
Il est déterminé à le faire.
The changes to the pension system will be the linchpin of President Sarkozy's entire reform programme, and a battle his supporters say he must win. Christian Fraser, BBC News, Paris.
Good to have you with us on BBC World News. Stay with us if you can. There's still to come. How about this for survival against the odds? The amazing rescue of a man who spent 5 hours trapped by weeds in torrents of floodwater. First, though, Britain stands accused of failing to protect victims of trafficking. A coalition of human rights organisations says officials focus too much on immigration offences, not on whether people have been exploited. June Kelly reports.
Geeta believed London offered her a new life. Her journey here was organised by a family friend from India. She describes how he used her as a domestic slave. And then there was the physical abuse, including rape.
Every day like this, he want sleep with me. He hit me, took the bathroom stick. Then one day, he take knife, he cut here. So I asked him, why you cut my neck? Say, you know, sleep with me, then I kill you.
Many, like Geeta, have their passports removed by those they accuse of abusing them. Today's report says that when a person claims to be a victim of trafficking, there's too much focus on their immigration status.
Whenever people come into contact with a system which is meant to be there to identify them and protect them from trafficking, they're instead being treated as people who have broken immigration rules.
When it comes to people arriving in the country, the politicians are talking tough about who is allowed to stay. So how does the new government respond to this report?
You don't know whether somebody has genuinely been trafficked or is an immigrant saying they've been trafficked until you test the individual cases. So each case does have to be treated on its merits, but it does have to be done within a context of trying to have zero tolerance of human trafficking and the human traffickers.
Officials didn't accept Geeta had been trafficked. Those like her deserve a more sympathetic hearing, says the report. June Kelly, BBC News.
Latest headlines for you on BBC World News. President Obama has announced a $20 billion fund paid for by BP to compensate victims of the Gulf oil spill. Russia is saying it will give technical assistance to help Kyrgyzstan deal with the ethnic violence in the south of the country. 19 people have been killed, more than 1,000 left homeless by flash flooding in southern France. A huge rescue operation is underway, but more rain is forecast. The muddy waters reached around 2 meters deep in the town of Draguignan near Nice. Caroline Hawley reports.
Captured on amateur video, the moment a village was engulfed. Flash floods caused by a sudden deluge of rain on the French Riviera. Witnesses spoke of cars being tossed around like toys. Motorists are among those still missing. In at least one village, local residents say bodies were seen floating along the road, the currents moving too fast to recover them. At this campsite, holidaymakers wait to be rescued. The floods came so quickly, many had time to escape only as far as the roofs of their own homes. The inmates of a flooded prison also had to be moved. In all, nearly 2,000 firefighters, soldiers and police officers were mobilised in a massive rescue operation. Don't take any risks, he tells them. And as the waters subsided, some told of lucky escapes. A wave came into the building, this man says. We ran outside and climbed onto lorries and cars to keep safe. A big clean-up is now underway, but 100,000 households are still without electricity, and some people have lost everything.